Another great heat, Joe, especially with the conditions we have on offer right now. Moore has looked deadly, and Nichols has bettered her performances throughout every single heat, so I expect a lot of fireworks, but I also expect a lot of competitive surfing between both of these ladies.
Definitely has done that already with now 30 minutes on the clock. Carissa Moore, Isabella Nichols trying to set up the start of this heat. Riss demands the pole position. Carved to start for the Hawaiian. Finds that wrap bottom, dropped out, recovered well. Clean vertical snap, wraps it. Board's looking incredible from Matt Biolis. Classic airbrush that she had when she was a little kid, brought that back. Arcs it with a lot of flow off the bottom. She crushes that beautiful power carve and jams it shut, opens with authority, and shows why that she is number one in the world.
Obviously, it's going to be excellent. I mean, just based off of what we've seen. Look at the replay here, Joe. Nice tempo, doesn't rush anything at the beginning, and then goes up into the lip right here when it steepens up. As critical as it gets, another beautiful carve. And then our water photographer has to duck dive under her so she can complete this ride at the end. I thought this was one of the most beautifully surfed waves we've seen all season long. No hiccups. That carve there was mental. She had to struggle against the backwash and then just blasted the last section up into the lip line. Look at this. I don't think the average surfer realizes how hard it is to just pull that turn besides the backwash, put that on, and then goes up straight afterwards. I mean, to be able to focus right after that and get that continuous motion, one right after the other, that's why she is a world champion. And man, this is going to be a large score, Joe.
Let's now talk to Sally Fitzgibbons with Kaipo.
Congratulations, Sally. You're on to the semifinals. Are you starting to get that winning feeling right now? Because you sure are looking on point.
Oh, thanks, Kaipo. I'm really excited. Under this mask, got the big cheesy grin, the long hours and the work, and I just knew I had to be so on point and on the right waves. So it just feels really sweet to be moving through the semis, and I guess the last day of the regular season here in Mexico.
That's right, I got more good news for you. You've clinched your spot in the final 5 for the Rip Curl WSL Finals at Lower Trestles. How do you feel about that?
This side of the year, I believe that was possible. I've worked really hard on trying to grow.
What a big moment, and more action happening in the water here, Mitch. Isabella Nichols getting started.
Yeah, and a big moment for Isabella Nichols, too. Number 8 in the rankings right now. As of right now, I believe she is going to win the Rookie of the Year award, so congratulations to Isabella on a very strong performance in a rookie year, but still wants more than that, Joe. Looking to make it into the finals here at Barra De La Cruz, and this was a great response to Carissa's 9.8. If Riss gets anything close to the 6 of Isabella, she's going to be needing something close to perfection, as Carissa already has that 9.8.
Carissa Moore decides to back up the 9.8, and it's going to be a short one. Quick fumble there for Moore.
Pretty uncommon to see that. I really agree with the 2 10 points that were thrown out there for Carissa's wave. Just outstanding from start to finish. Nothing more you could really do on that wave besides than what she actually did. An outstanding job just to connect everything from start to finish on that one.
9.8 for Riss, and still trying to hunt down a solid backup. Here she goes. Quick option there, and she'll hop out. So remember, on the wave previous, we saw Isabella Nichols fall in the barrel. They'll wait to reset priority to see who's in the takeoff zone first. Hanging in the Red Bull Athlete Zone. They've got their locker room still. They're allowed to use it for the entire waiting period. They don't want to miss that opportunity. And a lot more to learn watching surfing like this in the pit to start for Moore. Stretches that one out really far in front for the roundhouse. A quicker carve back into the power source. The surfer from Oahu will fade quickly. Now off the bottom hard, and an insane layback hammer to put a healthy backup number behind the 9.8.
One of the better barrels we've seen all day long. Good depth on that one from Carissa. Beautiful roundhouse. A medium-sized wave, but it offered up a lot of scoring potential. Paced herself right there. That was a gorgeous carve just to reposition herself right next to the whitewater, and finishes with a dirty layback. And look at this angle, Jill. Just compresses when she needs to halfway through the turn and really doesn't stand back up.
You know, all the guys still talk about remembering that CT surfers like Keanu Singh, John Florence, they're like, oh wow, we got to really try to step it up, and Moore always loved the challenge. Up now, and we'll see what she wants to do, because Bella's comboed. There's that throw tail. She's going to experiment with some pretty radical maneuvers.
And you can tell she's having fun, because normally she wouldn't do this. She'd kind of be a little bit more patient. She'd just be sitting out the back. This is something that I tell a lot of the young kids, that, you know, you try to mentor at your local spots and everything. If you're trying to be a professional competitive surfer, you need to acknowledge that you're going to lose a lot more than you're going to win. And that's where professional surfing is different to other sports. You have so many different opportunities to win, and it's not just one way.
Searching is Carissa Moore, up and out. As we mentioned, in 2010, she joined the top 17. Third again to follow that up in 2014. Then her third world title. It was an interesting sequence. Isabella Nichols with a wall to work with. Knows that she has a big combination, so hopefully she'll enjoy this ride and get to showcase her best surfing.
At least break combo too.
See Steph and Tati paddling out for the next quarterfinal as Bella's just flying through this big wall section. What a wave to pick off. Drills went off the lip, but she'll go down. And that combination will remain the same with 3:40 to go.
Level of success that you have on a personal level, that you meet your short-term goals, are your long-term goals still the same? And can you improve on that in the future too?
Watching a surf movie live. Carissa Moore, one of the all-time greats in her playground. On this right-hand point break over Sand Hill, she'll just pace her way off the bottom and just enjoy that fall. She has not a worry in the world at the moment. Keep you up to date with all those numbers as we are closing out quarterfinal number 3. A runaway performance by the world number 1, the reigning world champ, a 9.8 to start.